Hi, my name is Jason, and this is my blog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Good evening, folks. It is Friday evening, and it's 7:15. Um, Yesterday, I had the lovely job of going for my pit medical. Now, I've got two things to say about it. First of all, don't ever trust when they're all nice and friendly with you, because that means nothing. I've had a few where they've been nice and friendly, and then they've stabbed me in the back as soon as they look at me. So, it seemed to go okay. He asked me the right questions. I answered the right ones. And I will say one thing about pit medicals, right? I'm not prepared to lie in them. If they ask me about my day, I'll tell them what my day is. If they ask me what my hobbies are, I'll tell them what my hobbies are. I am not prepared to lie for a benefit. Because if I'm lying, I'm committing fraud. I'm sorry, but that's how I look at it. Yes, you tell them about your worst day. You know, I told him I've got one stick and a glove, but on my worst day, I have actually got another stick and a glove for if I need it. I told him what I need help with, and I told him what I don't need help with. But what I'm saying is I am not prepared to lie to get a benefit, because if I lie to get a benefit, I am committing fraud and I'm being a hypocrite. Because the one thing I say on my vlog is I think that people who are disabled get treated unfairly. We don't get what's entitled to us. But that doesn't mean we should lie to get it. Because if we have to lie to get it, then we're not entitled to it, surely. It's like anything, really. If you have to lie to get something, why would you do that? You know, why would you make out that you are something that you're not? I'm not proud of being disabled. It's not something I wake up every morning and shout, woohoo, I'm disabled. I live with it. I live with not being able to do things that I want to be able to do. But I didn't say to the guy, oh no, my wife has to hold it when I go to the bathroom. My wife has to, brush my teeth for me, because she doesn't. I've got an electric toothbrush. I can grip that because it's got a nice big thick handle. Yes, I need adapted cutlery and stuff like that for eating with, which I'm looking into at the moment. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell him I need a wheelchair or a bloody mobility scooter, because I don't. And it annoys me. It really does annoy me. It's a real bugbear of mine that people say these things in interviews and lie through their teeth, and they get the benefits. And I think to myself, well, I'm not prepared to do it. I am not going to become something I hate, because I hate people who commit fraud in order to get a benefit over somebody else. I think it's wrong, because surely if you're not entitled to something, you're not going to get it. The difference being, if you are entitled to it and they turn you down, then you fight it and prove that you need it. But I'm not going to go in there and lie and tell him complete rubbish just in order to get money. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, the thing I was on about was I was in there yesterday and I was absolutely amazed. There was a lady in there and she was really, really struggling walking. You could see she wasn't old. She was quite, well, mid-30s maybe. And she was struggling to walk. I couldn't figure out why she hadn't got a stick, to be honest with you, but she hadn't. And I heard her talking to another woman, and she'd only had an operation on her spine 5 to 6 days before having an interview at Pitt Medical. She had a slipped disc that had got entangled with the nerves, and it was causing her severe problems. She was in agony constantly. She was on lots of more tablets. But when she got down there for the medical, and the guy said to her, look, we can leave it for today if you want. You can come back another time because you're obviously in no fit state. She actually turned around and said, no, I'm down here now. I'll have the medical. Now look at the attitude of that. There's a woman who's in absolute agony. You could see it in her face. You could see how she was moving. She was not moving well at all. I thought I was moving badly because my spine is playing silly buggers just lately. It really is. And I thought to myself, wow, there is a woman who's come down here 6 days it was, yeah, 6 days after having an operation on a spine. You know, I mean, yes, I don't have to have operations because I never got offered any. And there's not really a lot operations can do for my condition. You know, for CMT, you can't really have many operations that will put you right again, because it's not like slipping a disc. It's not like breaking a leg. It won't mend. It just gets worse. And anybody with CMT knows that. So yeah, it seemed to go okay. I got down there, and the first thing I said to the guy who was seeing me was, at least there's no 2-hour delay this time. And he looked at me and said, what do you mean? And I told him what had happened last time, how I'd got down there to be told there was a 2-hour wait. And he says, well, I'm really sorry about that, he says, because you shouldn't have been told that. He says, I apologise. He said, you should have been sent a message. I said, yeah, I know what I should have been. I said, but I wasn't. I said, and he said to me, how did you get down here? And again, I could have lied. I could have said I had a taxi, but I didn't. I went down by bus. And do you know why I went down by bus? There's one reason I went down by bus. And this is how stupidly honest I am. It was so that the social wouldn't have to refund me the money. Because I know how hard they are for money. I know how bad they are for money. I know how people rip them off for money, left, right, and centre. And I don't want to say to them, oh no, I've had to have a taxi down here. I didn't. I used my bus pass. I've got a free bus pass. One bus gets me straight there, literally 100 yards from the building. Yeah, if it had been plastering it down and really windy and I couldn't stand up, then yeah, I'd have had a taxi. But all we did was we went to the end of the road and caught a bus that dropped us off, like I said, right outside the building. And I weren't prepared to, have a taxi down there and take more money off the social when they've hardly got any money as it is. Because we don't give them enough. The government don't give them enough. It's just wrong. I mean, I know I'm entitled to disability money. I've been entitled to disability money since 1995. It's a long time. It's a long time. It's 34 years. No. Yeah, 34, yeah. Yeah, 34 years I've been on benefits. Since I was 22, nearly 23. Well, just over 23, actually. And I've been on benefits all that time. And for the first 5 or 6 years, well, no, for the first 2 or 3 years, I thought, this is brilliant. It's like a big holiday. Yeah. I didn't mind it. All of a sudden, I was bored out my tree. So I went back to the social. Said to him, can I get some retraining? Can I get back to work? He said, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm on disability money. I said, but I want work. I said, I'm bored. I'm doing nothing. I'm not contributing. I'm just sitting at home and rotting and vegetating. He said, well, we'll send you for some training. And he sent me for some training in a place in Stoke. I was supposed to be doing, this is the irony of it, I was supposed to be doing a 2-month course on word processing, computer operation, and secretarial skills, filing, etc., etc. And they set me the old RSA tests, right, 1 and 2. I'd completed them all in 10 days. And they sent me back to the job centre saying, we can't teach him anything. We can't get him to learn anything more than he knows now. He already knows it all. He's back ready for work. So I went back to social and I got told that the only way I could get work was 8 hours a week. And it was less money than what I was on. So to go home and live on the benefit. And I got told that in 1996, 95, 96, I got told that. That's how ridiculous it is. That's how ridiculous the situation is. And now I have to convince them that I am disabled enough to get benefits, which makes no sense because they told me I was disabled, not the other way around. None of us with CMT or any disability goes into a doctor's and says, doctor, I'm disabled. You get diagnosed. He also asked me about if I had a specialist. I said, I did. I said, but he retired last year. And he just looked at me and he went, Dr. Boothman. And he just laughed. I said, yeah, why? He says, the amount of people who were under him for a neurologist, and he retired, and you haven't found any of us a specialist yet. I'm supposed to have another specialist. They told me I've got another specialist. And I'm waiting for an appointment. I've been waiting since September last year. And apparently I've been told I've just got to wait because he's got to see everybody that was under Dr. Boothman. And he's got to see them all one at a time. And there's only enough hours in the day, isn't there? So yeah, that was a highlight of my day yesterday. I have done something serious to me back, and I've got to go see my doctor. Now, I don't know whether CMT has anything to do with this, but if I'm sitting here like this, I'm fine. If I drop my chin down, so my chin's almost touching my chest, I'm getting massive pains across both shoulder blades and tingling down both arms, so it feels like I've been hit with a tuning fork. And it's only happened in the last, 2 or 3 months. I can sit here and I'm all right, apart from my spine. Obviously, my spine and my back, I'm okay. And to look at me, which I like, I don't actually look disabled. I mean, this gives it away. Obviously, the hands kind of give it away, But if you don't look at my hands and you just saw me sitting here, you wouldn't know I was disabled. But I'm proud of that fact. Not all disabilities you can see just by looking at a person's face. And it bugs me when people don't think so. And the other thing that happened yesterday, bear in mind, I'm only 46. I don't look too old. No, I'm only joking. And I got on the bus for come back home. I'd had my medical. I got on the bus, paid with a disabled pass. I'd got my stick. I got my glove. So I start going down the bus. There's no seats available. So I'm going down to the back. The bus driver pulls off before I'm halfway down the bus. I go flying down the bus. Luckily, my stick, I jammed it into the gap at the back of where the floor meets the seats at the back. I jammed my stick in there so that it stopped me going any further forward. But I know for a fact if I hadn't got that stick with me, I would have gone absolutely flying and smashed myself into the back of them seats. Anyway, I was determined to say something, but I didn't. And the reason being is I've got a ticket with his number on and the route on and everything else. So if I want to, I can report it. But I did notice the next stop, somebody else got on who was elderly and they had a stick. Now, everybody after me, he waited for them to sit down before he pulled off. So whether he'd seen what he'd done and knew he'd made a mistake by pulling off, I don't know. But from that second on, everybody who got on who was disabled or elderly, he waited till they'd sat down. So I'm hoping he's learned his lesson. But yeah, so that was a bit of an eye-opener. Anyway, we got back. And I'm sure my what's it's kicked in again. My thyroid's playing up because I've been sleeping every day, Monday to Friday. I've had a sleep in the afternoon. I've had to because I've been falling asleep at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm back to a bit square one-ish. I've got to go see my doctor about this thing with my neck, definitely, because it's something that I've never had before, and it scares me a bit because it makes me feel really out of it. It really does, because like I said, I feel like my entire body's been hit with a tuning fork and my arms are tingling all the way down. And I know that's not normal. But yeah, that's what's been happening in the last 48 hours. So it's mainly, I know it's my vlog's called Living with CMT, and it mainly is about CMT today. The only other thing I'm going to do is a while ago, I told a subscriber of mine called Stephen Cook that I'd written a poem called The Will. It's a rather humorous poem. And he said he would love to hear it. So I'm going to read out a comic poem called The Will. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll do another vlog soon. I've written that many poems, I can't even remember the titles of my own poems. I've just done a search on my computer for The Will. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I thought, it's weird, because I know I've written it. And it isn't called The Will, sorry, it's called My Will. So I'm going to read it out now. For all those people gathered around, please don't make a single sound. Please keep your comments quiet, if you will, until the solicitor has read my will. First of all, John, my trusting brother, I know that you are my wife's secret lover, but don't feel bad and cry at all for me. I'm happy that you thought you could deceive me, but you were wrong, and so you can go, with not 1 penny of my money and nothing to show. Second, Mary, my trusted maid, the woman who upon my bed has laid the money that you secretly stole to replace the loss in your gambling hole. Every penny you stole I shall now take back, as I can present you with the sack. My cousin George and his wife Marie, you were as dishonest could be, trying to change the will I'd already written, but not knowing the real will was well hidden. So take all your goodwill and your smiles and your cheers. It's all been for nothing, so time now for tears. My darling wife Julie, how honest were you? How many times did you cheat on me? I know at least 2. Maybe there are more, maybe, but who knows? So stop your fake mourning, the hate in you shows. I bet now you're thinking I'm glad he is dead. Well, at least I can sleep soundly while not in your bed. Now it's time to reveal who gets what. Well, to be honest, I haven't left a lot. This house, this furniture, my collection, of course. Also Jaguar, my prize-winning horse. But enough of this keeping you waiting and playing games. It's all for the man who's reading this, my solicitor, James. May you all remember, for just this will, in your memories I will be there still. For how will you forget that this man has conned you all? Just remember the justice we deserve comes to all. Now I say goodbye and bid you farewell. I hope I will see you again in hell. I wrote that because I hear too many times where people fight and bitch and moan and generally don't like what people have left them in wills, and people suddenly become friends with people when they know they're dying. They start looking after them because they're in it for the money. They know what they can get out of them. I personally, to be perfectly honest with you, my mum talks to me about this sort of thing all the time, and she's constantly saying, you can have this when I'm gone. Your sisters can have this when I'm gone. My mum is 70. She could live to be 100, in which case I would be the grand old age of 77. 77. I am not actually planning my life around what my mum has left me, or is going to leave me, should I say. So I am not one of these people who thinks I'm going to be bequeathed a lot of money and live the rest of my life in Costa del Sol or wherever. I'm quite happy having the memories with my mum that I'm sharing now and the memories that I've had with her in the past, and many more to come, hopefully. Same with all my family, same with all of them. So next time you're going to write a will, just remember. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.